My name's Angelo, and welcome to We Want Picks. Every single week, we break down full UFC fight cards. We give you our picks, our bets, and our fantasy plays. So make sure you like this video and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss any of our content. And our videos are brought to you by BETU Play to Earn. BETU Play to Earn is the world's first play-to-earn sports and esports betting game. Check it out now at betuearn.com. That's bet, the letter U, earn.com. And ODDSJAM. ODDSJAM.com has the fastest real-time data from all the sports books, and it helps you spot discrepancies and make sure that you hit your spots and get the best odds available for every single fight and every single sporting event. Check them out now at ODDSJAM.com. Next up, at UFC Columbus, we have Marc Diakiese versus Viacheslav Borshchev. Viacheslav Borshchev is 6-1 overall, very short career, 4-1 in his last 5, coming off the body shot TKO over Dakota Bush. Marc Diakiese, 14-5 overall, 2-3 in his last 5, but 2 of those losses are to Rafael Fiziev and Nasrat Haqparast. Marc Diakiese is a very good kickboxer, and he's coming off a submission loss in his return to the UFC after a very long layoff. He has a ton of power, and he sets everything up with leg kicks and body shots. He's a guy who likes to invest early for a payoff in later rounds, meaning he'll go to the body, he'll go to the legs, and he knows full well, I'm not going to knock you out with a body shot right now, but hopefully I'll slow you down and then in the later rounds reap those benefits. He's a durable guy, but he does have holes on the ground. Viacheslav Borshchev is a fantastic striker with a legitimate professional kickboxing career before he transitioned to MMA. He has a great jab, solid power, and fantastic kicks. He is actually a fighter and a coach. He is the Team Alpha Male striking coach, and I mentioned this before. As of late, Team Alpha Male has put together some really solid strikers where historically they were known as a little guy gym with very good wrestlers. And now they're putting out like Song Yadongs and people like that with solid striking and things like that. And Borshchev is that striking coach, but you know he's getting really good wrestling looks as well. Borshchev is coming off an awesome stoppage win over Dakota Bush, and I think the UFC sees him as a potential star. I think they set this fight up to showcase his striking, and the odds makers are somewhat onto it. Borshchev is about a 2-1 favorite. And I totally understand that. This is striker versus striker. While Marc does have more raw power, I think at least that he has more raw power, Borshchev is the far more technical striker. I think he can control the fight. I think he puts on a show. I like Borshchev to win. He just needs to avoid the kicks and avoid the power. And minus 165 is honestly probably not a terrible price tag for this guy. What do you think?
100% agree. If my lock of the week could be a favorite, it probably would be Borshchev, honestly, because I think this matchup is tailor-made for him. You know, Marc is a guy that he's a one-punch power guy, but he doesn't really have power. I think his last knockout was like in 2017 or something. He's a decision fighter, but he fights like he is one of those knockout guys. And in the grappling, I don't think Borshchev's going to have anything. Marc will shoot takedowns if he gets in trouble, but he's not a grappler. And Rafael Fiziev actually took him down and kind of controlled him. And Fiziev is the opposite of a grappler or a wrestler. So, you know, Marc in this matchup, I think this was tailor-made for Borshchev. He should absolutely dominate this on the feet. He tends to do some wild stuff, so there's an opportunity he could get caught. I think there was one fight he actually did like a rolling thunder. Actually landed the rolling thunder, but you know, he was out of thunder. Yeah, it was literally rolling thunder. It's so funny because Felder gets excited. Felder was on the call when Bryce Mitchell did the twister. He's like, "Oh my God, there's a twister! He got it!" On this, he did the rolling thunder. He's like, "A rolling thunder!" He's like just amazed by it. It's so funny. But he did the rolling thunder. But sometimes that could put you out of position. You know, and Marc does have power. I don't think he's got the power that everyone thinks he does, but you know, these guys do have power. So if there's out of position, who knows what'll happen? But I think this is tailor-made for Borshchev to dominate this, a kickboxing match, and he definitely should.
Yeah, I completely agree. I haven't placed a bet yet, but honestly, minus 165 is not crazy considering how... If these odds said minus 400, I don't think my breakdown would say, and I think these odds are wide. So I don't know why I wouldn't bet that. So just plan on me doing a moneyline bet on Viacheslav Borshchev. What do you think of DraftKings? Honestly, I think he's worth $8,700 for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I think he's worth the $8,700. So do you. I see some people in the live chat talking about Blood Diamond and his UFC debut, and his. I think Borshchev's a little different than some of these other kickboxers coming over because he's at a really good camp and he's getting those looks in every day, and B, what he's doing to people standing is very impressive. What do you think of the Monkey Knife Fight strike line? I honestly think it's probably a less. I think both these guys, I don't think this goes to a decision.
Yeah, and people were mentioning Blood Diamond was an idiot in his last fight. Jesus Christ. I mean, that guy ran into the clinch of Jeremiah Wells, got taken down. Anyway, I think it's less. I think this is a quick Borshchev first round finish.
Yeah, I don't know if it's necessarily that early because he's another guy that sort of invests in the body for a payoff later, but I do think Borshchev wins. I think he wins by stoppage. You seem to agree. Guys, you want to place a bet on that? Go to WeWantPicks.com/bets. Sign up with any one of our 5 betting partners. Make a deposit. Let us know after you do, and we send you $50. It's literally that simple.